Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are still making our way through the Dwarven ruins that are housing the Troll Kingdom, Trobold. And we're going back to an area that, or a floor we've been on before, but to an area we haven't been able to get to before. That I think is the last real area of this fortress. The trolls vented their anger against the dwarves on their creations. Oh, hi, branded troll.
This will hurt.
Right, yeah, Amiri's dead. We gotta deal with that. I don't really know how we deal with Amiri being dead. Canara, can you attack that troll? Because he's not branded.
Your strength wasted.
I think there are scrolls we can buy that will resurrect her, but I'm worried they might be a bit too expensive for our team at their current level. But I guess we'll see when we get back to town. Dwarven Urgrosh, we don't have anyone that uses it. Alright, a bunch of trollhounds and one more branded troll.
And a strike is won.
Actually, everyone hold still.
In due time.
Specifically, Valerie, you charge forward.
To victory!
You are thankfully not attacking the branded troll, which is good. I need to be attacking the troll because I'm one of the few people doing acid damage. Okay. Good job, team. We are expecting to see another... There is a treasure chest in the fire. Another symbol that we can rotate for that puzzle we saw down on the floor below us. We've got one that we are pretty sure we've set to the right setting.
I'm there.
No, this gets us back to here. So there's got to be another spot where we rotate the moon that I missed. Somewhere. That's disappointing.
I'll do what I must.
Oh, it's right here. Alright. How do we get to there? It should just be going down here and then heading over a set of stairs. And I just missed it. So I think with that, we have actually fully explored this whole... Nope, that's the wrong button. Is there not a path that leads here? Okay. They just weren't moving last time I clicked there, so I was confused. Looks like they're figuring it out. And then we do know the symbol we need to turn it to, which is good. Yeah, not sure I didn't notice this before. We need it rotated to that symbol. Distant clink is audible from somewhere beneath the floor.
I'm there.
So this should point the moon towards... towards the furnace, is what we were told. I don't actually know what secret it unlocks. But it's here. That's the moon pointed towards the furnace? It's odd. Because the furnace is sort of this direction. But either way, we got the moon with that symbol. Oh, hello. That's probably what we were looking for. 2,000 gold. Nice. And then magical full plate. Blessed path. What are you? It is +2 armor. That gives +2 charisma and +2 wisdom. This +2 full plate can only be equipped by good characters. It grants its wearer +2 enhancement bonus to wisdom and charisma and a +4 sacred bonus on saving throws against compulsion effects and poisons. If equipped by a paladin, it also gives her the ability to smite evil 2 more times per day. We don't have a paladin because Valerie can't become one. But this is solidly better than what you have. Granted, charisma and wisdom don't really matter to you. What about you, Harem? You also can wear heavy armor. Ah, but you're not good, you're neutral. So it's gotta be Valerie. You're also neutral. Darn. Why are you both neutral? Alright, we've got chaotic neutral and lawful neutral, but neither one is good. And no one else can wear heavy armor. Alright, fine. Still worth a lot. And maybe there's still the theory we might get new characters. I don't know if we found all of our companions. I believe Jubilost is supposed to become a companion at some point. But I thought he would have become a companion before we got here. And then we made it all the way through here without him joining us. Because he refused to join us until after we found this place. Didn't make a lot of sense. But I guess he didn't care about finding the trolls. He wanted to find the Dwarven Ruin, and the Dwarven Ruin still exists. We can take him here later. And it's in basically the same condition that we found it in. Besides an anvil that was smashed for no reason. And yes, I am talking to you, Harem. And I'm still really curious to see how things are going to shake out with a kobold nation that's a vassal to us. I still think it was probably a bad decision, but I'm super curious. So are we all friends now? Yeah, Tartuk's here. There's the artist. Are you the one that was painting before? Tartuk! Tartuk watches as you approach. You can see his cold eyes peering at you through the sockets of his horse skull helmet. So, here Baroness comes. Tartuk speaks slowly and deliberately. How may I serve? How's the kobold settlement faring? Any dwarves in our nation are going to be super pissed that we have allowed kobolds to take over this dwarven ruin. How's the kobold settlement faring? Tartuk turns his head and watches you with a glint in his eye. Splendid. Kobolds have their own place now. Their kingdom. Silence, darkness, plenty of animals in the forest, and no one to bothers kobolds. If there's been no incidents with my other subjects, if I were to hear of any attacks or robberies... Kobolds remember kindness, Tartuk interrupts. Kobolds remember mercy. I promise to be your vassal. I keep my promise. Kobolds have no need to intrude on humans. Woods and dungeons provide enough place for us. I still want you to understand what happened to you. So you came back to life and turned into a kobold, Tartuccio?
This is strange. I remember and I don't remember. My head is a hall of doors, and almost all are closed. Sometimes I remember something, but then emptiness. Listen, I know who I was and how I died. Then something happened. Power, a great power. It brought me back to life, but not the way I was before.
Yeah, we've heard that line before.
My return was not a gift, but I must say, I don't know who did this to me. I don't know what will happen. But I was happy. Tartuccio called everyone fools because he knew he was.
Yeah, that's all stuff we've heard before. I couldn't make an alliance with the trolls, but you gave me a chance for all the kobolds. What about your spy mission for Patax?
Pitax, strong country.
Yeah, we've heard that too.
He wants.
Does your tribe have dealings with the Sootscale tribe? Tartuk wheezes indignantly. No! Chief Sootscale said he would skin me as a trickster and a traitor. Very well, I will not scatter these nobodies, since they are your allies. But if they become useless, just let me know. By now you should know much about kobolds. Tell me about your people. What do you wish to know about the Dragonkin? So your people haven't overthrown you yet? Overthrow? Why would they? I gave them home, established the colony. It did not work out exactly as planned, but still, kobolds are loyal to me like never before. Dragons, you say? Your people have common roots? Yes, Melandra. Many legends keep this memory of our creation. Let me tell you one. Long, long ago, there were only two beings, Apsu and Tiamat. They were the great ancestors of the gods and of the universe itself. They created many deities, but the greatest of them was Dak, the Destroyer, with the ever-burning fire in his heart. While others wanted to create, Dak wished only to burn and kill. Even his own offspring could not avoid his wrath. Countless dragons fell victim of Dahak's wrath. There were so many deaths, Apsu himself decided to stand against this madness and stop his own son. When the two dragons clashed, the world trembled under their feet. The sky boiled from the flapping of their wings. The young world has never seen a battle more ferocious than that of Apsu the Creator and Dahak the Destroyer. Finally, as Dahak began to overpower his father, Apsu fled the battle, leaving his spawn in the ruins. He barely survived. The triumph of Dahak did not last long. When the veil of rage fell from his eyes, he saw what he had done. A strange pain hit the heart of the Destroyer. For the first and last time, he shed tears of shame over the dead bodies of the slain dragons. Rainbow-colored tears fell on the scorched ground, and each of Great Dahak's tears became a kobold, whose scales were the same color as the tear that gave them birth. Aren't you a bit, small to call yourself Dragonkin? So, your claim from your histories is that kobolds came from the tears of dragon gods. And that's why you call yourself Dragonkin. Alright, aren't you a bit small to call yourself Dragonkin? But our kin is so numerous. All corners of the earth are digged with our tunnels. There is no mountain we cannot dig beneath. There are no depths we cannot reach. Dragons themselves pay tribute to our kin and bid us serve them. Only kobolds have this sacred duty of protecting and safeguarding dragon eggs. You may mock our size as you wish, Baroness, but you must know we share the same blood of our great ancestors. Do you worship any gods? Each tribe worships a divine patron. We, your descendants from Dahak the Destroyer, father of dragons, primogenitor of kobolds. Our tribe dedicates rituals to Dahak and Dahak only. Seems like kobolds can survive anywhere. There is no place kobolds can't survive. If the surface is dangerous, we dig tunnels and go underground. If someone follows us, they perish in our traps. If the enemy passes the traps, they die because of poison in our flesh. You're quite a warlike people. Can't even maintain your alliance with the mites at the old sycamore. Are kobolds peaceful with anyone? I mean, they seemed like they were peaceful with the mites. It was just Tartuccio that managed to convince them because he's quite the orator. Descendants of dragons have no need for allies. Tartuk squints at you, unless we have no other choice. Does that imply that you're already planning to betray me as soon as the opportunity presents itself? Because that's what it sounds like. Alright, let's talk about something else. Tartuk looks at you with unblinking eyes. Chaotic evil, I grow tired of you vermin. Now, I should go. Curious to see what you do with your kingdom and how it aids me in the long run. As my vassal. Kobold merchant. An unusual kobold stands before you, decorated with bits of trash from horns to tail. He's wearing a necklace of metal shards, patches of cloth and bones, and his wrists are covered with bracelets made of wire, bone, and splinters of wood. Near the kobold, you see backpacks seemingly snatched from travelers, unlucky enough to become a troll's lunch. Each backpack is stuffed with a variety of goods, weapons, armor, pieces, and potion bottles. The kobold notices your gaze and tilts his head, as if asking a question about his treasures. Your clothes are very fancy. The kobold tilts his head again and opens his sharp-toothed mouth. You're not certain what it means, but it seems like the reptile is satisfied with your compliment. Let's trade. You give me things, I'll give you money. There's all the random knickknacks we've picked up. For 3,000 gold. You've got 3,000 gold on you, random kobold? Wow. Do you have anything of interest that I would care about? Scroll of Raised Dead. That's something I would care about, though we do need to get to a settlement to use it. And it wouldn't surprise me if the prices here are not good. Also, does it have a material cost? You have negative levels if this is used. Two permanent negative levels. That's not ideal. I think we're going to have to do it anyway. But it's not ideal. Although, maybe Restoration, which we have access to, can fix negative levels, I think. I don't think Lesser Restoration does. But a normal Restoration. I don't think it needs to be Greater Restoration. But I don't fully remember exactly where the lines there are. But yeah, I think we are officially done with this ruin until it's time to get Jubilos to go to it. Assuming that we can finally tell him that we found it. And is that the end of the Troll Trouble questline?
With the troll menace ended, all our woes were in the past, and there was nothing left endangering our young barony. As if the true hardships were yet to come.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way we're actually done. There's certainly gonna be more hardships. So yeah, we still need to go to the Hodag lair, but obviously we can't do that while Amiri's dead. I think we need to get back to Tuskdale. And I guess we're carrying Amiri's body with us? Possibly?
Adventures can wait.
Alright, let's rest. Normally I wait for it to tell me to rest, but I think we're at that point, and it's just he's got his amulet that means he never gets fatigued. So, for hunting, you're actually not bad. We don't have anyone doing camouflage. I figure better for me to do that than cooking, because cooking's kind of worthless.
Oh, I lost a button. Thus the inevitable end of the world is seen even in the littlest of things.
You can just sew on a new button. Do not like the flickering there. Alright, we've made it to our kingdom, so we can finally do some of these events. Ooh, and it looks like we have finished with everything we were working on. Yeah. Right, I can't do rank up while I'm away from the castle. So we got a visitor waits in the halls, waits in the castle. A heartbroken mother begs for help. Okay, we'll go to the throne room for that. Proposal for cooperation, 3 merchants from Absalom. Yeah. We can use our... Well, we're going to Tuskdale now anyway. So we might as well wait till we get there. Then we can see all of the events. Because it seems like some of them aren't available if we're not actually in our throne room. At least the rank up wasn't available. A peasant woman, her face soaked with tears, approaches you quickly. Oh, your grace, woe is me. I've met my darkest hour. You're my last hope. By all the gods ever prayed to, don't leave me in need. My name is Jenna Tannerson. Our village is a short way from here. It's been 2 days since my boy, Tig, ran away, and I haven't seen him since. We've searched and searched, but it's no use. If you don't find him, no one else will. Do you have any idea where he might be? Also, why do you need the Baron or Baroness to do the searching? Surely there's various militias, even my own potential military. Specifically asking the Baroness herself to go searching is weird. Do you have any idea where he might be? Jenna looks around cautiously and whispers, there's this old hag in the Gnarl Marshes, a swamp witch. I won't say her name out loud, don't even ask. The mere thought of her chills the blood in my veins. She has the evil eye and she eats people. She even turns into a black raven and soars into the sky. It's sure as day that she took my boy. Do people disappear frequently here? Are they talking about the woman we met in the swamp? Who seemed generally friendly-ish? Do people disappear frequently here? They sure do. There are so many hazards around. It's hard to name them all. Wild beasts in the forest and monsters and some troublins? What's a troublin? And bandits and whatever. Even adults have a hard time surviving here. And for a little kid, oh. I'll try to find him. Oh, your grace, thank you so much. I'll be praying to Erastil to grant you long life. If there's any news, I'll be nearby, in the tavern. May the good gods keep you, help you. The sobbing woman leaves. Heartbroken mother begs for help. Okay, we can look into it. So we've got the rank up. Oh, we don't have that available because we already did it. So our loyalty is rank 2 already. Fantastic. So then side projects that we have available. Research into the nature of curses, Tartuk. Which I don't have any available advisors. It's a problem. Oh, I didn't mean to close out of that. I just meant to go back to the map. So research into the nature of curses, the scythe tree. So these research into curses is not a religion thing because I can't use jihad. Because normally it would show that he's looking into a thing. Oh. I've got him assigned to this, but he hasn't started the event. Didn't we already research the Curse of Davik Nettle? I'm confused. But yeah, that's apparently not a religious project. So we could research into the village on the Gnarl Marches called Hilltop. Trade agreement with Mivon. There's Davik Nettle, which I guess we didn't start. We just assigned Jihad and then left him there. Rebuild the temple. Trade agreement with New Stetven. I don't know about that one. Well, this is the one we had the earliest, so part of me wants to start it. I just don't know why I didn't. But I could assign you there for a trade agreement with Mivon. That has to be Canera. Temporarily assign you. We haven't started that project either. Then there was... Ooh, we can claim a new region. Hello. Declare South Narmarch as part of your kingdom. So we can actually grow now. So that's this one. Well, I definitely want to do that. And then this proposal. So that would have to be Valerie. Only a 50%. It's an opportunity rather than a crisis. But I could assign that to her. And then I would assign this to Castle. Insufficient funds. It would cost 400 BP, which we don't have, but I can buy more. I think I like that plan. So let's actually assign people to do the things we've selected. So Davik Nettle, let's have you actually start the project. Not sure why I didn't have you start it before. Then you will work on this trade agreement with Mivon. Mivon will dispatch troops to watch the trade routes that connect it with our capital, giving +1 BP per week. It's going to take 100 weeks to get back our initial investment. I'm not certain that's even a good deal. I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm... yeah, not certain about that one. Let's have you... is it worth it to use one of my limited crisis points on an opportunity? Like, I'd love to get more stats. And I hate the idea of a 50-50 chance, but we're getting down to our last crisis point. Though we are close to gaining community and military rank ups, which will give me more crisis points. I'm gonna waste one, just because 50% seems so terrible. If it was like 60 or 70 on its own, I probably wouldn't use the crisis point. I'd let it ride, but yeah. And then it was regions. So we need to purchase... I don't know if I can purchase that many. Because we're going to need 211. I mean, I do have lots of money. Can I type? I can. 211. That's a lot of money. Granted, I haven't sold many of my... words. I haven't sold many of my magic items that we've collected. I've been holding on to them in case I need them for later. And if I actually bothered selling a bunch of them, I could probably make a good amount of money. I do believe I just purchased a bunch. My money went down. Hello? There we go, we're at 400. Okay. I was like, I bought those. Can I have them? Alright, let's have you start the claim. Before I do that, let's actually bring Amiri back to life.
I'm there.
And then look at our journal. Because I want to see... oh, and probably deal with the storyteller. Because I want to see what exactly is going on our current state before I waste 2 weeks. Although I'm still hoping that the mod I clicked, that I turned on, the cheat that causes time not to pass, will actually work this time. Alright, the priest was where? I think you were over here? Yeah. I could use the help of a cleric. That is precisely why I'm here. So we want a scroll of raised dead or something to that effect. Raised dead. I do think it was actually cheaper with the kobold. I think it was 6,000. Well, that didn't pay off for me. I assumed it would be more expensive there. So we've got raised dead for... Unless this is... No, it's the 2 permanent negative levels. That's the same spell. What about resurrection, which I'm sure is far more expensive? Yeah, 1,400. Or 14,000 rather, not 1,400. I don't know about that one. Alright. We'll grab a scroll of raised dead. Pay our 7,200. And then... a Miri. Let's go by name so I can find it. Raise dead. Oh, we already had one. Well, that's... I swear I searched before. But okay, if I have her use it, let's save first. Although, it occurs to me maybe I should have saved before I bought it. But it's fine. We're probably going to need to use it at some point anyway. So we go to Amiri, and then we say use on her. And she comes back to life with 2 negative levels. It still shows her as a 7th level barbarian. Where would I see that you have 2 negative levels? Subject gains of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when it's raised. I would guess that would be listed here, or she would show up as a 5th level barbarian. Did you just not actually take the negative 2 levels? Weird. Okay, so the troll trouble is done. We've got the lost trouble, or the lost child, that we need to look into. An old witch lives in the swamps that the locals call the Gnarl Marches. We can look into that. Candlemere was way over leveled for us. We need to get Jubilost. We also need to go to the Verdant Chambers, right. Tenebrous Depths. I don't know about that. Killing the Hodag. Right, we need to keep finding tasks for the Sweet Teeth. I think this is our base. They have not come back yet. So that's fine. Right. New developments. We've got plenty of time for the next attack on the Bald Hill. Annex 5 regions, build a workshop. Yeah. Unlock new leader post. That's where there's a bit of a challenge. And then mushrooms for the Mud Bowl for Old Beldame, which is the witch of the Gnarl Marshes. Okay, I think I've got a good idea of what we have going on. And I don't think there's anything time critical where I need to deal with it now. So we can take the time to acquire the new region.
I do what I must.
I say this as the woman just came pleading because her child's gone missing and possibly captured by a witch. And it's like, yeah, let's just chill here for 2 weeks. It's It's fine. However, I think we'll save that for next time. So we will acquire the land, talk to the storyteller because we've gotten a lot more of those dwarven parts. And then maybe make our way out towards the witch, towards the mud bowl. Maybe pick up Jubilost on the way and take him to the dwarf ruins. I don't know. We'll see where that all leads, but I think we're going to head back in that direction. For now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.